Hey, it's Angela here at PAX 2017, and I'm here talking with Al and Josh. So you guys are representing Wargaming and Total War, so fill me in on what's going on with that.
Well, Wargaming, as you know, is quite famous for vehicular combat MOBAs, yeah? So World of Tanks was our big hit. We then rolled out World of Warplanes and World of Warships, and they form what we call the Iron Trilogy, yeah? So phase one of our strategy was really getting those out in the marketplace. Still work to be done, obviously. We've only just relaunched the latest warplanes back in CIS and EU and NA, addressing all the core gameplay issues, but we've still got to make tanks, planes and ships available on multiple formats. So until they're available on PC and console and mobile, we won't have really finished phase one. But while we're working on that, we were starting to think about other ways to grow, yeah? We've got over 130 million registered users and a very strong community. And, our community is... they skew older than the normal game company kind of demographic. We've got middle-aged men who've got an attachment with either the military side of things or the engineering side of things, and they're a good niche to have because they tend to sort of retain and monetize quite well. So we were thinking about a third-party publishing strategy, yeah. And so you're obviously looking for games where there's a good fit in terms of subject matter. So anything that's to do with war, battles, tactics, with a bit of history thrown in, kind of has a good fit with us, and also anything that appeals to that slightly older, more studious, bookish, individual, that kind of partner would make sense. And so when you find a company, or obviously we already knew about the existence of Creative Assembly and their very, very successful Total War franchise, they were kind of an obvious fit. So we were actually delighted that they picked up the phone first and got in touch. And so we said, we'd love to have a chat. So the lawyers took about a year to, get the T's and C's right. It has to be done. It's the nature of the beast. But once that was done, we were allowed to basically start talking. And it's been an absolutely fascinating cross-collaboration. You've got like sort of Russian-speaking people talking to Brits, one of them is coming from like Eastern Bloc tank culture, the other's coming from more of a sort of Western, historical perspective. But what unites us is a passion for gaming, and so we've been working on Total War Arena, currently in closed beta, getting loads of amazing feedback from the community, and I'm going to hand over to Josh now because he knows pretty much everything there is to know about Total War Arena.
Excellent, you're up, Josh.
All right then, no pressure. But so Total War Arena, for those who don't really know, it started off with Shogun 2. So Shogun 2 was a huge game for us, and it had a multiplayer component. So Total War's always really been focused on the big single-player release. But with Shogun 2, we added on that multiplayer that we really worked on, we were quite proud of, and it was massively well received. Like it was huge. We had so many people playing it and saying, this is so cool, why can't all Total Wars have this? And we thought, why can't all Total Wars have this? So we kind of took a step back and we thought, well, why don't we make something that will run alongside every Total War, forever, that kind of has all the features of them and has the battles of them, but is multiplayer. So that's where Total War Arena really started. Then when we got in contact with Wargaming, because it's completely new for us. We are the single-player guys, and suddenly this was a multiplayer, free-to-play game, and we were like, help. So we turned to them, and they offered great advice. That's kind of how our partnership works, is every time we need help, we can turn to them, and we know that they're going to say, oh, we had this issue, years ago. Here's how we solved it. And we can go, well, that's great, thanks. We can implement that.
We say that, but with a Russian accent.
Yes, yeah. With a Russian accent. But it's absolutely great. So now we've ended up with this 10v10, like massive, epic scale battle. So you've got Romans, Greeks, and barbarians, and all the various commanders from them, like Caesar, Vercingetorix, who probably people don't know the name Vercingetorix, but I would look him up. He's really cool. Yeah. And there's loads of history within our game. Like if you search for it, we wouldn't force it on you. But
heroic women as well, like
heroic women, Boudica, Kanani. Alexander the Great's half-sister. She's pretty cool. Known for being a bit of a huntress, very independent. Allegedly poisoned her husband. Which, allegedly, we're not. Yeah. But so we've ended up with this really cool 10v10 huge multiplayer battle simulator, and it's got the tactical components of the original kind of core Total War titles, in that you pick where you want to deploy, you draw on the map, you say to people, I'm going to go this way, where are you going to go? And then you have this organized chaos of 10 people working together to defeat 10 other people, and you have to work together to win. And you have all this really cool like front line where you can see the Roman troops fighting, you can see the barbarians trying to get behind, but then the other Roman cavalry attacking them. It's incredible to watch, and it's so fun to play.